Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way. Today we are, of course, watching Newcastle versus Watford here on YouTube. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I'm very, very nervous, of course, going into this game. We'll take a quick look at the Watford team in just a second. The players are just about to walk out. So here is the Watford lineup for today. A very, very strong team. All our new signings are playing today. You've got Hassan Kamara in there, Edu Kayembe, and of course Samir at centre back. My bad. Samir at centre back. So you've got Kamara, Samir, and Edu Kayembe in the starting lineup. The front three, of course, is Josh King, Emmanuel Dennis, and João Pedro. So great to see João Pedro starting, and Ben Foster back in goal as well. So very interesting lineup, to say the least. Very exciting stuff. I'm here to watch the game with you guys today, of course. And yeah, put your questions in chat. Try and get as many people in here as possible. So if you are a Watford fan, if you're a Newcastle fan, share the stream with your friends. And yeah, we'll get as many people in here excuse me, as possible. I am recovering from a slight illness, so if I do start having a coughing fit at some points during the stream, I do apologize very much. So here we go. The players are just about to walk out here at Newcastle. A massive game in terms of the relegation battle. It is just going to be me today, unfortunately. I did ask Finn and Brendan if they could come on today, but both of them are busy. Finn's out having a Nando's, I think, at the moment, and Brendan is unfortunately working during the game. So a bit of a shame, but you do have my company for the game today, so it's absolutely fantastic. And here come the players: Kieran Trippier, Chris Wood. I can see they're very nervous about him. The Newcastle fans have put on a fantastic flag display here. They've got a few tifos out as well. I think the atmosphere is going to play a part today. I think that the Newcastle fans, obviously are, I think they're well renowned for being fantastic fans. Whenever I've watched Newcastle in person, their fans have been absolutely superb. So I think the atmosphere at St James's Park today could potentially get them over the line. Quasar's in chat. Hi Quasar, hope you're doing well. Mella is in chat as well. Hello Mella, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great day. Hozzy Holocomb is in chat. Come on, Watford. Come on, the Golden Boys. Quasar says, I would be watching the game, but it's not on Peacock from Minnesota, USA. I presume that's Minnesota. I presume that's what MN stands for. So great to see you are tuning in, Quasar. And yeah, we're very close to kickoff. So yeah, very much looking forward to the game. I've covered the Watford lineup. The Newcastle lineup, I'll go and get that for you quickly as well. Obviously, Chris Wood and Kieran Trippier both start this game. Chris Wood obviously being brought in from Burnley earlier this week. So I've got the Newcastle lineup for you now. I'll just get that on screen for you. So there's the Newcastle lineup. We've got Martin De Braga, Kieran Trippier, Jamal Lascelles, Fabian Schär and Paul Dummett, John Joe Shelby, Sean Longstaff. I can't speak today. Joe Linton, Ryan Fraser, Alan St Maximin, and of course the main man there, as you can see, Chris Wood, their new 25 million, yes, 25 million pound signing from Burnley. So there you go, Newcastle with a very strong team there. Obviously missing a few players, Callum Wilson being the main one there, but Newcastle with a very strong team, and Watford have got a real tough job on their hands this afternoon. So the players just about to take the knee, and the game will be underway. So let me know your thoughts on the game. Let me know your score prediction before we kick off here at Newcastle. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think either side is going to keep a clean sheet. I think it's going to be, one of these games where, both sides are very cautious. They don't want to commit too much forward. So I think it might end in a draw, and I'm going to go with 1-1. João Pedro to score for Watford. So let me know your score predictions in the live chat, and we'll read through all of your comments, of course, throughout the stream. And make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. That'd be much appreciated. If we can get to 570 subscribers today, that'd be a great achievement. So if we can aim for that, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And the players do take the knee now, of course. And yeah, Watford ready to go. So here we go. The players have kicked off. Watford wearing our red kit, which we've not worn that much this season, to be honest. I mean, you know, when we travel away from home, we usually just carry on wearing, you know, our yellow kit. So you know, great to see the red kit back out. And if you want to keep track with me where I am in the game, I'm currently on 21 seconds, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So that's where I am in the game. So I'm probably about a minute behind real time. So yeah, I do apologise, of course, for that. Newcastle with a very early set piece here. Kieran Trippier whips it in. Ben Foster comes out to punch. John Joe Selvey shoots over the bar. So yeah, very interesting. And yeah, I mean, if I get the Premier League table up as well, you know, I can tell you how much, you know, this game means in the relegation battle, because Newcastle currently sits on 11 points. Watford currently sits on 13 points. So if Newcastle win today, Watford will be going down into the relegation zone, because Newcastle would then go on to 14 points. So yeah, very big game. You know, Watford have got a big week coming up, you know, in terms of the relegation battle. Newcastle today, then we've got Burnley on Tuesday, which may be postponed. We're not sure about that yet, but there is the potential for that Burnley game to get postponed again, unfortunately. And then next Friday, of course, I'll be going to that one, Norwich at home. Norwich City, 20th in the Premier League. If we can't beat Norwich, there's definitely an issue there. So yeah, big game, big week ahead for Watford. Newcastle with a throw here. 2 minutes gone in the game now. And Newcastle have really had the majority of the possession so far. I'm just so nervous. I mean, credit to all the Watford fans that you have gone up to Newcastle as well, by the way. I mean, I know a few people who have gone up there, and the coach has left at something like 6:15 this morning. Got there at about 1:30, so that's a good, you know, 6-7 hour drive up to Newcastle, which is absolutely mental. A few fans went up last night. A few fans flew up actually, which is crazy, to be honest. I think the Watford squad actually flew up themselves, so it's a bit bad, really, because, you know, train prices are so ridiculously expensive that it's actually cheaper to get a plane rather than a train. So yeah, but I know a few people have made a weekend of it, and, you know, Newcastle, you know, the people around there, you know, they're great people, so understandably so. Corner whipped in for Newcastle now. Watford attempt to clear it. John Joe Shelby picks it back up. St Maximin here on the left-hand side, trying to find his way into the Watford penalty area. He shoots and it goes. Oh, Ben Foster claims well. You know, Chris Wood there could have had a tap in if Foster wasn't alert enough off his line there. St Maximin on the left-hand side, always dangerous. Whips the ball in. And Chris Wood there was on the back post, ready to pounce, but Foster claims. So Watford trying to play out from the back here. Ben Foster with a long ball, looking for Joshua King. Picked up again, though, by John Joe Shelby. I've been impressed by the speed at which you know, Newcastle have recruited this season. You know, Chris Wood, is he the long-term solution to their problems? Probably not. You know, I'd expect that, you know, they would bring someone else in in the summer potentially. Oh dear, bit of a mix up there. Foster just manages to clear. Watford faffing about at the back there, and that could have been a real error for Watford. But Watford now on the counter attack. João Pedro out on the left here, cutting inside, looking to find Joshua King through the middle, but his ball finds a Newcastle player, and Newcastle have possession again. So yeah. It's been a bit scrappy this game so far. I mean, a few new Watford players, of course, Samir in at centre-back, Edu Kayembe, he's on the ball right now, actually, and Hassan Kamara at left-back. So our 3 new defensive signings, are playing. And Watford on the attack here. Oh! Kuchka, referee. It's a free kick right on the edge of the Newcastle box. If that was a few inches further in, that probably would have been a penalty. Jonjo Shelvey fouls Kuchka. Emmanuel Dennis with a good run. He cuts the ball back inside. Kuchka runs onto it, and Jonjo Shelvey fouls Kuchka right on the edge of the Newcastle penalty area. Wow. I mean, very, very close to being a penalty there, but it's a free kick in a really, really good position for Watford. Obviously, we're not renowned for scoring free kicks. We don't really have a free kick taker at Watford. Emmanuel Dennis looks to be eyeing this up. I can see a few other players coming over. Kuchka's eyeing this up as well. Sissoko maybe, João Pedro. Interesting. Kuchka did a really good free kick against Chelsea, actually. I was at that game. And Mendy, tipped it over the bar. So maybe Kuchka is our new free kick taker. Who knows? But Emmanuel Dennis has the ball. Martin Dubravka in goal is organising his ball. Really, really good position for Watford. Hopefully we can make an opportunity from this. Looks like it's going to be Dennis's free kick. It's a great position for him. Just to curl that. Edu Kayembe is over this as well. So it looks to be Dennis, Kayembe and Kuchka over this free kick. 7 minutes gone now at St James's Park. Dennis steps up, he shoots, it goes straight into the Newcastle wall, and he shoots again, and it's over the bar for a Newcastle goal kick. Really, really big opportunity there for Watford to do something in the game. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be, which is a bit of a shame, but there we go. Emmanuel Dennis fires over the bar from that Watford free kick. And again, Watford on the counter-attack there. Joshua King just scuffing his shot when he could have held it up and played in João Pedro, which is really, really frustrating. Yeah, really strange shot there from Joshua King. Very, very odd indeed. Well, this game is very end-to-end. Paul Tierney, the referee, in the middle today. A few flying challenges have gone in. Newcastle take the free kick quickly. So Maximin on this left-hand side, trying to cause trouble to the Watford defence. He does get through, and Jonjo Shelvey picks up the loose ball. Kieran Trippier down on this right-hand side. Really good acquisition for Newcastle. Yes. I mean, how old is he? 31, 32. But, for the next 2-3 years, I think Kieran Trippier will be a fantastic player for Newcastle. So, I can't really, I can't really fault that signing, to be honest with you. It's good. It's a position they needed to strengthen, and they've gone and done that with these new owners who have the money. So I can't blame them at all. If that was Watford and we'd made that signing, I'd be really happy with it. You can tell these are two teams that are scrapping relegation. It's been a very, very scrappy first half. I've got to be honest, not good quality on show at all. And yeah, no team has really created any opportunities so far. 9 minutes, 25 seconds into this game now. João Pedro seems to be playing on the left-hand side, which is interesting because João Pedro is a very, very he's a very, very versatile player. I mean, he can play attacking midfield, he can play striker. You know, in the Championship last season, he played striker at times. Newcastle on the attack here. Kieran Trippier has the ball. You can tell they're trying to whip them balls in for Chris Wood. That's definitely their game plan. Oh, they hit the bar. Newcastle hit the bar. Foster was left standing, and Watford trying now to hit Newcastle on the counter attack down this right hand side. Joshua King picks up the ball, and Newcastle hit the bar there, and Watford, you know, got away with that. Really, absolutely. Bloody hell! I mean, that was a close shave there from from Newcastle, and you know that's their game plan. As I say, they're whipping in them balls into the box, trying to get Chris Wood onto the end of that, and John Joe Shelby nearly puts them ahead. Chris Wood actually misses the header. I'm just watching the replay now. Chris Wood misses the header. John Joe Shelby sticks out his left foot, and it hits the bar. Foster in no man's land, and Dennis picks it up and tries to get Watford on the counter attack. So yeah, not a good start from Watford. I can see Patrick in chat. Hi Patrick, hope you're doing well, buddy. And yeah, Newcastle coming very, very close there to going ahead in the game. And yeah, I think the game just needs to calm down a little bit because you know both teams defensively look very, very shaky. And to be honest, you know, in this first 10, 11 minutes, Newcastle have been the better team, if we're being honest. And Watford just can't get control of that midfield. As we always say, you know, matches are won and lost in midfield. And at the moment, Watford just don't have control. Kuchka drives forward there, goes down for a foul. The referee says no. St. Maximin comes forward. Foster claims. Well done, Foster. And Watford again trying to hit Newcastle on the counter attack. I'll send you a message on Instagram, Patrick, so you can watch the same when I'm watching. Just give me 2 seconds and I'll do that for you. But yes, 12 minutes gone now here at St James's Park. John Joe Shelby, St Maximin, Chris Wood, Kieran Trippier, all been a real threat so far. Oh dear. Come on, Watford. Come on. Before I started the stream, I just finished watching the Manchester City Chelsea game. That was a good game. Manchester City definitely deserved to win that. Chelsea, really, really poor. Actually, I expected a lot better from Chelsea. Lukaku, Marcus Alonso, really, really poor performances. So Manchester City go something like 13 points clear. So I think it's quite obvious to everyone that Manchester City are probably going to win the Premier League unless some drastic change happens. Could Watford win the Premier League? Who knows? Who knows? Newcastle passing around at the back here, dominating possession, to be honest. Watford haven't really got a touch of the ball so far this game. Yes, we've had a few opportunities on the counter-attack. Long ball there looking for Chris Wood, running in behind. Dealt with by the Watford defence, but Newcastle looking a lot more threatening so far than I expected. So, credit to them. I don't really think they've got many injury problems. Obviously, Callum Wilson, yes, but Jamal Lascelles is playing. Joe Linton, St Maximin, Chris Wood, Kieran Trippier. A lot of good players for them. A lot of key players are playing in this game. And I was actually on a Newcastle fan channel last night, and he was pretty confident going into this game. So. And to be fair, so far, Newcastle have taken the game to us. And, our new signings, Samir, Kayembe, Kamara, I've not really seen enough of them on the ball to judge them, really, because Watford, have had such little possession. We must have had 20, 30% possession. We haven't really touched the ball at all. at least Lord Craig started, of course. Patrick Craig Cathcart. I know you worship him, so I'm sure you're happy about that. But Watford had an opportunity here on the counter attack. And yeah, shot wide there by Joshua King. It was a good opportunity, bit of a tight angle, but I think Dubravka had that covered the whole time, to be honest. Such a big game, this. I mean, Ben Foster obviously coming back from injury. He looks a little bit shaky so far, if I'm being totally honest. Doesn't look entirely comfortable on his feet. But Joshua King here now on the right-hand side, trying to play in. Musa Sissoko, who cuts it back. Oh, that's a good opportunity for Watford there. And Watford have our first corner of the game. So Watford with their first corner over on this Newcastle right-hand side. Here we go. Watford with a corner. Corner comes in. Oh, no one gets their head onto it. Manuel Dennis picks the ball up, looking for a shot. Oh, Kuchka picks it up in midfield and goes all the way back to Ben Foster from the corner. Probably should have done better with that if we are being honest there. It's interesting to see where João Pedro is playing. I was expecting João Pedro to play on that right-hand side. But yeah, João Pedro seems to be playing off this left-hand side so far in the first half. But as we say all the time, Dennis, King, Pedro, they can interchange throughout the game. They can play, in all three of them front positions. I think my one issue is Newcastle defend that well. Jonjo Shelvey picks it up again. He's been at the centre of everything so far in this first half. Jonjo Shelvey, he went closest for Newcastle, hitting the bar not too long ago. And here comes St Maximin trying to attack the Watford defence. And Shelvey again dictating the play in the centre of the park. Yeah, we need to get control of that midfield. I think we lack. I mean, I was very frustrated not to see Tom Cleverley start this game. I think we lack a bit of tenacity, a bit of energy, a bit of work rate. To be honest with you, Kuchka, Sissoko, Kayembe. That's a very, very defensive midfield three, and it's not going to. I don't imagine Sissoko, Kayembe, and Kuchka. I don't think they're going to create many chances for our attacking players. So maybe a Tom Cleverley in there could just drive us forward a little bit more with some of his energy. Newcastle through here. Oh my goodness. Chris Wood was through on goal. Foster come out. A defensive mix-up from Watford there. Chris Wood was through. And Foster comes out in no man's land once again. That's always been my issue with Foster. And, the discussion's always there. Who should start in goal? Foster, Bachmann. Bachmann's not done himself any favours in the games he started so far this season. I think he's looked poor. Foster's looked good at times. Jonjo Shelvey, once again. Joe Linton for Newcastle goes close that time. And he should have probably put them ahead. Really poor marking from this corner by Watford. Joe Linton should have put Newcastle ahead there. Newcastle creating so many opportunities. It's quite scary, actually. Oh dear. This is not a good performance so far by Watford. I've got to be honest. Really, really poor first half. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat. If you missed the game so far. What can I say? Newcastle dominating the ball. Watford on the counter attack looked dangerous, but we're not really capitalising on them opportunities. And I think in midfield, largely, you know, we're not controlling the midfield, and we lack creativity from that area. Kuchka is good in certain situations, but we lack creativity. And Watford here, through Emmanuel Dennis. Oh, it's just that final ball. It's just that final ball. You know, on the counter attack, we get through, we get past the last man, we cut it back, and we just can't put it away. So close. Lil Troy, welcome to the stream. 2-0 Norwich. That's a big development there. Keep us updated. That's a big development, actually. If Watford go on to lose this game and Newcastle and Norwich win, that would be a really big development in the relegation battle. So very interesting developments there from Norwich. We're still 0-0 here, thankfully, at St James's Park, but you know, arguably Newcastle should be ahead in this game because they've made, you know, they've had 2 or 3 clear-cut opportunities now to put the ball in the back of the net. Chris Wood looks threatening, big target man. John Joe Shelby had a chance. Joe Linton had a chance just a couple of minutes ago to put the ball away. So yeah, very nerve-wracking times for Watford here. We need the 3 points. Looks like Norwich will win. Well, obviously, I'm not watching the Norwich game at the moment. As I said, keep me updated. You know, 2-0 up for Norwich against Everton. That's a huge result for them if they can keep it that way. You have to remember, Norwich are just as bad at defending as Watford. So I don't expect Norwich to keep a clean sheet. I expect at some point Everton will get back into that game. Fingers crossed anyway. I'd much rather Everton won than Norwich. But, you know, Norwich can't lose forever. They've got to win a game at some point. Same with Newcastle, same as Watford. But the question is, who's going to win their game first? And at the moment, Newcastle look like they're going to win this, and Norwich look like they're going to win theirs. And as things stand at the moment, if the results stay as they are, Burnley move down to 20th, Newcastle stay in 19th, Norwich move up to 18th position. So very interesting times in the Premier League today. And I agree, Patrick. I think we really miss Losers' creativity in the midfield. Is become such a key player for us. And you know, yes, under Xisco, he wasn't utilised maybe as much as he should have been. But you know, it's obvious today that we do lack that creative midfielder to create chances for our forward players. And Kuchka, Sissoko, and Kayembe on today's showing look like they can't do that. So yeah, very interesting. I think Kamara's been good, you know, overall. Not really noticed Kayembe. I've not really noticed Samir. So I'll probably have to watch some of these highlights back to get a better idea of how our new signings fared. So far, I'd say that they've all been okay. Don't lose hope, James. I won't. Don't worry. Oh, Newcastle with a corner there. Chris Wood again, heads over. We just can't deal with him at the moment. Chris Wood sticks himself on Ben Foster, and he should be doing better from that position. Really, I mean, he was largely unmarked there, Chris Wood. And you have to think as well, Chris Wood's only really been at Newcastle for, I mean, when did he sign? He must have signed on like Tuesday or Wednesday. He must have only had 1 or 2 days training, and you know, he started the game. So Eddie Howe obviously has a lot of confidence in him. And to be honest, you know, the Watford defence, you know, are obviously, you know, struggling to deal with him because he's had 3 or 4 opportunities now in this game to get his head on a cross, whether that be from open play or a corner. And John Joe Shelby again spreads it out wide to St Maximin, who hasn't really caused too many issues so far. But I might have just jinxed that because here's St Maximin again, trying to take on the Watford defence. Goes straight through to Hassan Kamara, but Newcastle pick it back up. Kieran Trippier whips another ball back in. Oh, we are not dealing with the Newcastle aerial threat. These crosses are causing a lot of issues for Watford. St. Maximin tries a shot. Referee blows up for a Watford free kick for a foul in the penalty area. Looks like Samir is down injured here. Challenging for a ball with Chris Wood. Not surprised, to be honest with you. I mean, that's Samir's introduction to English football, going up for a header with Chris Wood. Yeah, I agree, Patrick. I think that, Jeremy Ngakia, it's obvious what you get with him. You get the more defensive solidity. Yes, going forward is not as good as Kiko, but, how many opportunities in a Premier League game do Watford get to go forward? Not that many, really. So I do agree, Patrick. I think that Jeremy Ngakia should be our starting left back. There is some instances when I bring in Kiko, if we're playing Norwich, maybe, if we're playing a lower league side, or if we are just dominating the game in general, I'd bring Kiko on for more of an attacking threat. But as you say, defensively, Jeremy Ngakia has been absolutely class for Watford. So I've got no problem with him starting at right back at all. And in the summer, they might look to offload Kiko, bring in another right back. But at the moment, I'm very much happy with Jeremy Ngakia at right back. 27 minutes gone here at St James's Park now, still 0-0. It definitely shouldn't be 0-0. Newcastle should have probably gone 1 or 2 goals ahead, but thankfully Watford are still in the game, and Newcastle are still dominating the ball, very much so. I mean, of course, we're missing Sarr. I mean, he's obviously, Ismaila Sarr's a fantastic player. Before he got injured, he was definitely alongside Dennis, one of our best performers. And it's a big miss that he's not going to be available for a few weeks yet. Hopefully, they're kind of saying early January potentially for Ismaila Sarr to return. So get this run of fixtures done. Newcastle, Burnley, Norwich. Hopefully, after that run, we should start to see signs of maybe Sarr returning to training or running on grass, or you know what I mean. Hopefully, he should be back soon, because yes, he's a fantastic player, and any team in Watford's position would miss a player of Sarr's quality. So yeah, definitely miss Sarr, and who he replaces when he returns. Maybe Joshua King. Joshua King's not really been at it in the past few weeks. So maybe you go with João Pedro, Sarr, and Dennis as your front three potentially. Or do you drop Pedro and put Sarr in on the left-hand side and play Dennis down the right? It's quite an interesting conversation to have. Kieran Trippier getting really far forward in this first half. A lot of their play has been focused down the Newcastle right-hand side. And basically, as I've said, Kieran Trippier cross into the box, look for Chris Wood. Can he get a header on it, and can he score a goal? Basically, is Newcastle's game plan in this first half. I mean, Lil Troy, I mean, we've got quite a few players to come back, as you say. Atebo's got to come back. Kabasele has still got to come into the fold. Sarr's got to come back. So we still have quite a few players who aren't available at the moment. Kwado Obar's not had a kick this season. I'd like to see him get a little bit of football as well. I think he's out with an ankle injury. Foster's only just come back into the team today. So we have had our fair share of injuries. COVID, of course, played a part, but overall, I think we pretty much got most of our players available at the moment, to be honest. Again, Kieran Trippier over this Newcastle set piece. He whips it in. They get head on it, and they head wide. Ben Foster, very, very comfortable there, nowhere near his goal. And that was Fabian Schär heading wide there for Newcastle. I do apologise if I get the players mixed up sometimes. I am watching this without match commentary. I don't have any headphones on in my ears, so I do apologise if I do sometimes get the players' names wrong. I don't think Watford have had. I don't think they've had a shot on target yet, unfortunately. I mean, Claudio Ranieri is going to have to change something at half-time. I'd look to probably bring Tom Cleverley on instead of Kuchka. So keep Kayembe, keep Sissoko, but I'd look to bring Tom Cleverley on because I feel like we are lacking that tenacity in midfield, and Newcastle just seem to be one gear above us at the moment, and we just can't seem to handle them. So I'd look to bring Tom Cleverley on to add a bit of leadership, a bit of calmness, and a bit of energy into that midfield area. We're at 15 minutes to go now until half time. And the referee's not really stopped the game that much in this first half, so that I can't imagine there'll be much extra time, much added time. I mean, Watford's sitting so deep. It's like we're playing Manchester City. It's crazy how deep we're sitting at times. Kayembe battling there in midfield. Referee says no foul. Newcastle on the counter here. St. Maximin loses the ball. Kamara drives forward now for Watford. I do like Kamara so far. He does look really, really good. Dennis wiggling his way through the defence. João Pedro. Oh! João Pedro nearly got a shot off on goal there. He beat a couple of Newcastle defenders in the box. The space opened up for him to get a shot off on his right foot. And very nearly there, João Pedro creating a good opportunity for Watford. And just so unfortunate that, at the very, very last moment, we just don't have that clinical quality that some other teams have. But good opportunity there for Watford. As Patrick says, better from us. Absolutely, Patrick. And we've got to see more of that, in the rest of this half and in the rest of the game, because, largely we've really not challenged the Newcastle defence. Claudio Ranieri looks a bit stressed on the sidelines. I'm not surprised, Claudio. I'd be stressed if I was Claudio Ranieri managing this Watford team. And the referee lets play go forward. Watford on the right-hand side. Space opens up for Joshua King. Joshua King drives into the box. And it's a Watford corner. Joshua King winning the corner for Watford. And a lot better from Watford here towards the end of this first half. We win our second or third corner of the game. I can't remember how many corners we've had. But much better there from Watford. And Jeremy Ngakia comes over to take the corner. And hopefully we can get a good connection on this and work Dubravka in goal. Jeremy Ngakia whips the ball in. Oh, is that another corner? It's another corner for Watford. Jeremy Ngakia again is going to get the ball for our third corner of the game. Jeremy Ngakia again whips it in, trying to get connection on it. It doesn't really beat the first man. Back with Ngakia, and the referee blows up for a foul because a Newcastle player is down in the penalty area. Calm. I need to calm down. I've been a bit I think I've been speaking too much. I think I just need to calm down a little bit. Yeah, it's nerve-wracking this. Norwich still 2-0 up at Everton. Wolves 0, Southampton 0. Man City 1, Chelsea 0. And I think that's all the games so far this afternoon. Chris Wood trying to hold up the ball here. Watford can't deal with him. Bubble edits, absolutely agree. I mean, we're getting into good areas. We're getting into good areas, but we're just not applying that finishing touch. When the space opens up, take a shot. Have a shot. If you don't shoot, you can't score. That's how I see it. So when you get into them good areas, have a shot. Pass it to someone in a better position. We have to try and be more clinical in the final third of the pitch. That's why the top teams are where they are, because they've got clinical attacking players. And we just seem to lack that clinical edge. We have scored quite a lot of goals this season, but I still think we could do a lot better in them areas than we do. Send me a message on Instagram, Cody, and I'll give you the link. Really good play here from Kamara. Goes out for a Watford throw. Sean Longstaff playing for Newcastle. We've been linked with him quite a few times, actually. I remember there was a transfer deal. I think it was Nathaniel Chalobah was linked with Newcastle, and Sean Longstaff was linked with like a swap deal with Watford. But Watford with the throw here. It's gone a bit all over the place. João Pedro trying to win the ball back. Dennis has it on this left-hand side. Is that another Watford throw? Referee blows up for a foul. Dennis has gone down. Portini says it wasn't a foul. And says Dennis has gone down too easily. Pedro getting into a bit of a fight with Kieran Trippier. I mean, you don't want, you don't want the Watford players to lose their heads. I remember a game last season in the Championship against Bournemouth. It was something like the 95th minute. The Bournemouth players constantly just getting into our heads. Then a massive fight broke out, and Bournemouth got a draw that they wanted, and the Newcastle players trying to wind up the Watford players here. We've just got to stay calm. Just got to stay calm. So Newcastle with a free kick by the looks of it. Bit confused what's going on here. Dennis has got back up. Looks like he's going to be okay. Was just treated by the Watford medical team. And Watford win the ball back. Kuchka now. Oh. And the ball is back with Martin Dubravka. We've got Nuno Espirito Santo in chat. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, Nuno. Sorry for everything that happened at Spurs, Nuno. I tell you what, I didn't rate Nuno at all. I thought he was such a boring manager. Newcastle fire over there from the edge of the Watford box. Sean Longstaff with that shot. I thought Nuno was so crap at Spurs. Like, the football he played was just so dreadful. I mean, they couldn't score to save their lives. It was just, he just played boring football, Nuno. Like, if you offered me Nuno at Watford, I'd definitely say no. I'd rather keep Ranieri. Yes, he might be able to keep us a few more clean sheets, but you know, going forward, he completely nullifies any attacking threat. He was the same at Wolves, actually, to be fair. You know, Wolves, you know, if Raul Jimenez didn't score, you know, they had no other way of scoring, really. So yeah, if you offered me Nuno to manage Watford, I'd definitely say no, thank you. So 40 minutes gone here at St James's Park. Newcastle work the ball over to his left-hand side. Buffering at the moment, so I don't know what's happening. I'm on 39 minutes, 43 seconds, and it stopped. So I've got no clue what's happening really at all. I mean, Patrick says, no pen, please, I beg. I'm not actually sure what's going on, Patrick. I'm a bit lost. I'm going to refresh my browser. Just bear with me, guys. I'm just getting my getting the match back up. Had a bit of a connection issue there. Should be back in just a second. And we are back. Perfect. No, we're not. Yes, we are. We are back. We're back. Apologies for that. Apologies for that. We're not back. We're not back. Hold on. Bear with me. My browser's just messing up here a little bit. Here we go. I think we're back now. So it's a Newcastle corner. I'm on 40 minutes, 21 seconds. Oh, Samir heads away. So yeah, I'm a couple of minutes behind now, so I do apologise about that. But we are back in action here. Patrick says no penalty. It's a quick check against me. Got no contact on the ball. The decision went our way. That's good news. It's good news. It's not long to go now in this first half. Currently 0-0 at St James's Park, about 44 minutes gone. Thank you very much for watching. If you are here, of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. It'd be much appreciated. And we're trying to get to 570 subscribers today. So if you haven't subscribed already, that'd be very much appreciated. I seem to have lost the match again, so I do apologise. I'm trying as quick as possible to find a new feed. Do apologise. We are back. We are back. Jonjo Shelvey drives forward here. Still 0-0, of course, at St James's Park. So Maximin drives into the box. I'm currently on 42 minutes, 30 seconds. If you want to keep track with me, 42 minutes, 34, 35, 36, 37 seconds. Jonjo Shelvey Really good play here on the edge of the Watford box. Kieran Trippier had loads of time and space. Trippier gets a ball in just over the head of Chris Wood. And Watford try to clear it, but we don't. And St. Maximin has the ball again. And Newcastle always whipping these balls into the box. Chris Wood trying to get his head on the end of it. And Foster has the ball in the Watford goal. Sissoko trying to drive forward here. João Pedro making a good run. Joshua King driving forward. João Pedro trying to get around Jamal Lascelles. He does. João Pedro trying to take on Lascelles here. João Pedro trying to create something. Hassan Kamara now on the left-hand side. Back with João Pedro. João Pedro passes the ball on the edge of the Newcastle area. João Pedro shoots. Blocked. Back with John Joe Shelvey. And Watford, playing a lot better towards the end of the second half. I'd say the second half of the first half, Watford have played a lot better. But the first few minutes of the first half were absolutely dreadful. And Joshua King takes down the ball here. Joshua King still with the ball. Referee blows up for a foul. And it looks like that will be half time in just a second. And I think Watford would probably take the 0-0 at half time, I'd say. Arguably, Newcastle should be ahead by at least a goal, maybe 2 goals if they'd put their chances away. But set piece here for Watford just before half time. Looks like Kuchka's gonna take it. Don't know if he's going to have a shot here, actually. I think he's lining up for a shot. He does. I mean, he took that from about 50, 60 yards out. That's insane. Jeremy Ngakia trying to find a cross. He can't. He does find the cross. Jeremy Ngakia. Oh, and Dubravka holds it. Not enough power on the header there from Samir. And Newcastle, through Joe Linton, are back on the counter-attack. Kieran Trippier trying to find his way into the Watford defence. And about 10 seconds before half-time, the referee blows up for a Newcastle set piece. And that is half-time. It's 0-0. 0-0 currently at St James's Park. And Watford haven't really played up to the level that I think we could have. Newcastle had opportunities through Chris Wood, Joe Linton, John Joe Shelvey. And, on the basis of what I've seen, Newcastle should arguably be at least 1 goal ahead potentially. They hit the bar as well through John Joe Shelvey. So, yeah, the performance from Watford, what can I say? I think the new signings have played well. Like, if you told me there were new signings and had never played in this team before, I wouldn't be able to tell that. I think they've settled in quite well. Kamara on at left back looks great. Kayembe looks a little bit shaky. Samir looks solid at the back next to Cathcart. So yeah, overall, I think we've played well. Can we improve? Of course. I think going forward on the counter attack, that's how we're playing today. Newcastle applying a lot of pressure. Watford counter attacking. We need to be more clinical in them areas. When we get set pieces, make the most of them. When João Pedro's through and he can slip in Joshua King, get that weight of pass right. And we've not done that yet so far. So that's something we've got to work on. As I said during the first half, I think Tom Cleverley should probably be brought on at half time. I think his leadership is key. I take off Kuchka. I think he doesn't really offer anything that Kayembe or Sissoko. Kayembe and Sissoko are great. I don't think Kuchka offers any more than they do. And I think Tom Cleverley adds a goal scoring threat. I think he adds a creativity to our team. And he adds energy and he adds leadership. So I don't see why Claudio Ranieri wouldn't bring Tom Cleverley on. So I'll be back in a few minutes' time, and I'll be here to watch the second half. So enjoy your half time, and I'll be back very, very shortly. Please subscribe as well. That'd be much appreciated. And I'll just go have a quick break, and I'll be back in just a second. Hello, hello. We are back. We have returned, and we are ready for the second half of football. Yeah, I'm very, very nervous still. I've got a new bottle of water. Keep yourself hydrated, of course. Very, very important. But yeah, we're ready for the second half of this game. Newcastle versus Watford, 0-0 at half time. Newcastle really should be ahead in this game, in my opinion. I think it's been overall quite a poor performance from Watford once again. But it is what it is. We've not conceded, which is good. We come very, very close to conceding at one point. Obviously, John Joe Shelby, I think it was, hit the bar. Foster once again in no man's land, really. Little choices. Cathcart's played well. I think Cathcart has been our most consistent defender this season. I think Cathcart's been largely fantastic. He's not really put a foot wrong. Of course, he has put a foot wrong in the sense that we've not kept a clean sheet. But out of all the centre backs at the club, Cathcart has been the better of the centre backs. Rudy says Kamara has played really well so far. I wouldn't say it's been superb. It's definitely an improvement on Adam. Can't speak. It's definitely an improvement on Adam Messina, who's obviously off at AFCON at the moment with Morocco. Jesus is here as well. Sorry, I'm late. I overslept for 20 minutes. Haha. Do not worry, Jesus. You've not missed any Watford goals so far, so do not worry. And the second half should kick off in about 3 or 4 minutes' time. So I'll be back in just a second. And then we'll watch the second half of football. So yeah, looking forward to it, and hopefully Watford can put in a much better performance, score a goal, and we'll go away from St James's Park with 3 points. Fingers crossed. I'll be back in just a second. Right, here we go. The players are just about to come out here at St James's Park for a very, very big, very crucial second half, which obviously is big in the context of the season. It's big in the context that Norwich are currently beating Everton 2-0, which is a great result for Norwich, but not a great result for Newcastle and Watford. And Norwich were bound to win again at some point. I know they've been poor this season, but they were bound to win at some point. And ultimately, it looks like Norwich might get that result at Everton today, unless Everton can stage a second half comeback in that game. So yeah, very, very worrying times for Watford. And yeah, hopefully Claudio Ranieri's kind of drilled that into them at half time. I hope the Watford players know what the Norwich result is, because that might excuse me, that might help spur the players on in this second half, because I just feel we just need a bit more impetus in the game, and that's something we unfortunately don't have at the moment. So hopefully Claudio Ranieri does make a substitution. And Patrick says, honestly, for the next game, only changes and making it is Backman and Clev. So I don't think we should keep changing the goalkeeper, Patrick. I think we just need to stick with one. Foster, for me, should be in there. They're both bad. I mean, they both shouldn't be in the Premier League. But yeah, we just need to stick with one goalkeeper, because chopping and changing the goalkeeper every 5 minutes isn't going to help the defence. It's not going to help the goalkeepers who we keep changing. So yeah, we just need to stick with one. And I think the one we should stick with until May is Foster. And then, of course, in the summer, we've already brought Maduka Okoye in from Sparta Rotterdam. So he looks to be our new starting goalkeeper potentially next season. So yeah, we just got to stick with one, and I'd personally stick with Ben Foster, even though they both are very, very suspect at times. And the players are out here. We're ready to start this second half now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. It's very hard doing these on my own. I much prefer having someone else with me who I can bounce off of. But thank you for keeping me company. I do really appreciate it, of course. And Watford about to kick off this second half in our lovely, lovely red away kits. So here we go. Watford versus Newcastle. Another 45 minutes of Premier League football, and hopefully Watford can nick the win. That would be very, very nice. Melissa's Foster's good. Substitute cleverly instead of Kutka. I'd absolutely agree with that. BJ is here. Thank you for watching, BJ. Much appreciated. He says, I'm fairly confident the crowd will soon get on their backs if there's no goal. I do agree with that. The Newcastle fans can get very, very easily frustrated if their team isn't playing up to standard. Jesus says, plus we can assign another goalkeeper in the summer to be back up to Okoye. Well, I think back up to Okoye might be Pontus Dahlberg, potentially out on loan at the moment. I think Pontus Dahlberg might come back to Watford in the summer, potentially. So we'll have to keep an eye on that situation to see what happens. But Newcastle got us underway here. Watford now attacking right, Newcastle attacking left. Of course, we switch at half time. And I think Watford are actually attacking towards where the Watford fans are sitting, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, hopefully we can spur them on a little bit. I quite like it at Vicarage Road, where if we can, we attack the Rookery second half. I always think that benefits us. So if we are attacking the Watford fans this second half, that would be a great bonus. But Newcastle straight away here have a free kick pretty much on the halfway line, and they've committed a lot of players forward here, and the ball goes up. They're going to try and get ahead on this. They do. John Joe Shelby wins it. The Watford players trying to clear now, which we're struggling to do, and Newcastle back with possession. So yeah, very, very nerve-wracking second half. Would I take a draw at this stage? I probably would. The thing is, we have to win these games, but then equally, if you draw the game, at least you've not lost it. So it's like a catch-22 situation in that sense. Would I take the draw? Yes. Would I be happy with the draw? Not really. Is it better than a loss? Yes. So yes, I would take the draw. But yeah, I mean, I don't think Ranieri made a substitution unless I completely missed that while I was unless I missed that while I was reading chat. I don't think we made a substitution. I'll quickly check Watford's Twitter account just to make sure I've not missed anything. But I believe the second half is the same team that played the first half. And yes, it is. No substitutions made. So Ranieri obviously believes the team that's out there can go and win this game. I think João Pedro is the key in this game for me. He looks our most promising player going forward. He looks like he's the guy who can create something for us. So for me, give the ball to João Pedro, let him do some magic, and hopefully he can make a goal out of nothing. Kamara has been penalised there for like a dangerous high boot on Ryan Fraser, which is a bit stupid, really. I didn't think the tackle was that dangerous. Newcastle still, dominating the ball. I mean, I don't really know what. I know what Newcastle's game plan is. I don't really know what Watford's game plan is. Jeremy Ngakia misses the ball there. St. Maximin's trying to capitalise. St. Maximin shoots, he scores! St. Maximin scores. Jeremy Ngakia makes the mistake, and St. Maximin scores. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. St. Maximin scores. Jeremy Ngakia tried to make the tackle. He should have got the ball in Ngakia. He lost the ball. Bloody hell. St. Maximin, wiggles through the defence as he always does. And he scores a class goal, to be fair to him. It's a great finish. And Newcastle 1-0 up. Jeremy Ngakia is unfortunately at fault for that goal. St. Maximin wiggles his way through. Great strike. Foster, can't get there. And I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're not getting back into this game now. I'm devastated. I'm absolutely devastated. That's it now for me. I don't think we're getting back into this. I don't think we're getting back into this. It's too hard. Newcastle have largely dominated the game. I said to you in the first half, they should have been one goal ahead. And again, we've not kept a blooming clean sheet. St. Maximin. Oh, it's so poor. It's so poor. Sissoko found St. Maximin again there. He's gone down. Newcastle free kick. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I mean, Sissoko's got a yellow card here now. I don't know what to say. I'm just very frustrated. I feel sorry for the Watford fans who have gone up north, to be honest with you. I can't believe it. That's so poor from Ngakia. I mean, Patrick, we were talking earlier about, Ngakia starting over Kiko. I mean, would Kiko have done any better in that situation? I don't think Kiko would have done any better, to be honest. But I think we jinxed that, Patrick. We were saying how good Ngakia was, and now he's gone and made that mistake, and St. Maximin's gone and scored that class goal. So I just don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't really want to sit here and criticise our players. Like I've done that enough this season. I just don't. I don't know what else we can do. Like I don't know what else we can do to up the performance level of these players. I just think the players are not good enough for the Premier League. Like I don't know what else to say. St. Maximin's class. We've struggled to deal with Chris Wood. Chris Wood's been winning the headers. John Joe Shelby's been class. Joe Linton's been good as well. Newcastle now have a free kick that John Joe Shelby's standing over. He takes it. Again, trying to get ahead on this. They do. Last-ditch tackle. Is that a Newcastle penalty? Referee says no. And Watford looking to counter. I'm very frustrated. Like I could honestly swear so much right now. I'm not going to. It's just I could see it coming because they've had the chances in this game. I could see this coming. I could absolutely see this coming. Adam's in chat as well. Hi Adam, hope you're doing well, buddy. Of course you're a regular viewer, so I really do appreciate you tuning in. But yeah, are we going to get relegated? I'm not going to say anything yet. Ask me next Friday or next Saturday whenever I make a Norwich Max reaction. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say anything at the moment, but it's not good at all. I think if Watford lose these next 3 games, I can't see how Ranieri survives. I love Ranieri. I want Ranieri to stay whatever happens. But at the moment, I think the Pozzos will probably pull the trigger if we lose to Norwich. which would be such a shame. But that's the only thing I can see happening. And here's St. Maximin again. We can't deal with him. Jeremy Ngakia is not back in his position. Craig Cathcart's coming out to cover for him. St. Maximin whips the ball in. Watford struggling to deal with Newcastle now, and I feel very on edge. I feel very on edge. I'm shaking. Ngakia is probably gutted, to be honest with you. He's probably shot of confidence. I mean, is Kiko Femenir on the bench? Can we potentially bring Kiko on and take Ngakia off? Is that an option for us? I need another drink. Bear with me. I can assure you this is water. It's not vodka. It is definitely water. So poor. So poor. I want to see the goal again, actually. I just want to dissect it again. Hopefully they can show it on a replay again. It's just the midfield for me. And I know Ngakia was at fault for the goal, but again there, we've lost the ball in midfield. And Newcastle, through Kieran Trippier, are on the attack again, looking to get a ball into the box. They do so. Thankfully, it doesn't find Chris Wood or Joe Linton. St. Maximin against Ngakia. Oh, St. Maximin's class, isn't he? Let's be honest. We can't deal with him. Again, ball into the box, looking for Chris Wood. João Pedro trying to get Watford on the counter here. Joshua King. Ref, is that not a foul? Apparently not. Here we go. Is this 2-0 for Newcastle? No, it's not. It goes out for a Watford throw. It's definitely not a vodka, Jesus. It's definitely not. I wouldn't drink that much vodka, would I? Look at that. That would make me feel sick. Yeah, it's a great finish, VJ. I'm not taking anything away from the finish, but yeah, Foster couldn't have saved it. You know, it was all down to Ngakia, and ultimately, you know, we've made the mistake at a crucial time of the game, and he's only 20. You know, he's 20 years old. Should we really have a 20-year-old playing at right back? You know, if we'd recruited better, we'd probably have, you know, an experienced professional in there, but you know, we don't. We have Jeremy Ngakia, we have Kiko Femenir, and that's what we've got to play with. So I'm not going to sit here and, you know, slate Ngakia for his mistake, because players make mistakes all the time, and his mistake has led to a goal, unfortunately for him. But that's the Premier League. You get punished. Watford faffing about at the back here. Newcastle look like prime Barcelona at the moment. I mean, it's absolutely dreadful from Watford. And as I said, I just feel sorry for the fans who have made the journey up to Newcastle today. I mean, 6-7 hour drive. It's a long old journey to watch a performance like this. But here's Watford. João Pedro loses the ball back to Dubravka. Yeah, Morris on the bench. Yeah, I don't think I would bring James Morris on for this game, Jesus. I think about this game is yeah, I don't think it's suitable for James Morris. He must only be 18, 19 years old. So yeah, I you know, as I've said at half time, Tom Cleverley should have come on. I know Ngakia was at fault for the goal, but if Cleverley was on the pitch, would the goal have happened? I don't know. It's an alternate universe. We don't know what would have happened. I just feel that Cleverley would have helped us so much during this game. And Kuchka, Kayembe, you know, Samir, Kamara. Have we played too many new signings at once? I don't know. I'm just speculating. But it's definitely a discussion to be had after the game if we do go on to lose. As you guys keep slating me for being too negative, I will try and be confident. There is a lot of time left in this game. There's half an hour left to play. Can we get back into it at the moment? I don't think we can. But obviously, half an hour left. It is certainly a possibility. But Newcastle are dominating the midfield. They're overloading the midfield area. So yeah. I mean, Patrick, you've summed it up there. We can't bring on James Morris to play against St Maximin. I think that would be a bit cruel. So yeah, I definitely would not look to make that substitution. Dear. I always start off these streams very professional. I'm like, hi guys, welcome back. And then we concede, and then I get frustrated, and then I get angry. So yeah, it is what it is. Newcastle always looking for the cross into the box, always looking to find Chris Wood, Joe Linton. Dennis goes down. The referee does actually blow for a foul, thankfully. I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. Just frustrating. Just frustrating. My feed's now gone as well. We're back again. Watford forward. João Pedro gets a shot away. Oh, Dubravka with quite an easy save. But that's our first shot on target, I believe. Pedro gets the shot away. Just doesn't really get the right power on that shot, to be honest. It comes to him in a really awkward position. He shoots like he's trying to dink the keeper. But yeah, he was never really going to score from that position, if we're being honest. Just going to see if I can find another feed, because how I'm watching the game at the moment just isn't. It keeps buffering. So here we go. We're through on goal. We're through on goal. Dubravka with a big save. Oh my God. Joshua King through on goal. Big opportunity. That was it. That was the chance. Joshua King one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And Dubravka comes out, makes himself big, and saves. Joshua King trying to dink the keeper there. So frustrating. I can't believe it. I'm losing hope now. I'm losing hope. I don't know what to think anymore. I'm gonna have to find another feed as well, because this is buffering too much. It's not good from Watford. I'm just, I have people message me all the time saying, James, come to Newcastle with me. Come to, Manchester United. It's a very long way to travel to not see a good performance, to be honest. Yeah. Just trying to find another feed, guys. Bear with me. I wish they would televise these games at 3 p.m. It would make my life a lot easier. We're at 62 minutes now in this game. Still Newcastle 1, Watford 0. St Maximin scoring early in the second half. Jeremy Ngakia making the mistake. I just don't know whether to laugh or cry. It's another game without a clean sheet. So I think that's 29 Premier League games in a row now without a clean sheet. I tweeted out that stat earlier on our Twitter account. You can follow us at TheWatfordWay. Awful. Awful. St Maximin's through again, trying to wiggle his way through the Watford defence. Cross into the box now, looking for Chris Wood. Cathcart heads away. And John Joe Shelby picks it up on this left-hand side. I mean, literally every time they get the opportunity to cross the ball, it's into Chris Wood, and they're trying to get him to head it into the back of the net. I mean, I've never seen a team play with such a clear game plan in my life, in my time supporting Watford. Go on, ref, let us play then. Bloody hell. Here's Kamara driving forward. He gets past his man, Hassan Kamara. Here we go. Oh, no. The ball's in. Pedro. Oh. João Pedro. Good opportunity. Not a clear-cut opportunity, but Hassan Kamara with a really good bit of pace into Joshua King. Joshua King stands the ball up for João Pedro. He gets a flick on it, but there's not enough on it to beat the goalkeeper. It goes straight into Martin Dubravka's hands. So better from Watford, but still not enough. We need to get a goal soon, so then we've got some time to try and win the game. At the moment, we're leaving it too late. 65 minutes gone now here at Newcastle. You know, if it goes on for much longer, they'll start to time waste, and it'll be, you know, much harder for Watford to get that equalising goal. And as I said, you know, at half time, would I take a draw? Definitely. And at the moment, you know, 1-0 down, if you offered me a 1-1 draw, I'd take that. So Joe Linton just receiving some ice treatment here by the looks of it. Looks to be okay. Kiko Feminier is coming on. It'll be interesting to see who comes off. I presume it'll be Jeremy Ngakia, and we'll have to wait and see. It is Ngakia coming off for Kiko, which is understandable. I mean, Ngakia, unfortunately for him, he just wasn't at it today. St. Maximin quickly found him out, and unfortunately, you know, he made the error for the goal. So that's the be all and end all of it. Ultimately, he's 20 years old. I ain't going to criticise him, but he did make the mistake for the goal. And Kiko's come on. We all know what Kiko's like defensively. I don't think Kiko will be any better, but he is more experienced. Kamara's been great. I'll tell you what, Kamara's been really good, actually. Really happy with him. Come on, Watford. Come on, here we go. Emmanuel Dennis. João Pedro has space. João Pedro has space. Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was it. That was it. Great counter-attack by Watford. Dennis drives forward. Dennis keeps on going. He lays it into Sissoko over the bar. Sissoko over the bar. And that's the problem. That's a problem. The midfield we've got at the moment is not creative. It's not. The midfield we've got doesn't provide a goal-scoring threat. Sissoko, how many times have we seen him blast the ball over the bar? I can't believe it. I can't actually believe it. I'm actually angry. I don't know what to say, really. Sissoko, I love you, but you can't score goals. Like, literally, he doesn't have the ability to put the ball in the back of the net. He just can't do it. Every shot I've seen Sissoko take has gone about 50 yards over the bar. It's absolutely insane. I just don't know what to say. I mean, it's just so frustrating. I need another drink of my water, not vodka. Definitely water. I mean, I look at Eddie Howe there, Jason Tyndall, the two most annoying blokes in football. God, Chris Wood is a nuisance. I didn't even think he'd start today, actually. I thought they might put him on the bench, but I'm surprised he's starting. To be fair to him, he's had a class game. He has had a class game. He's caused us loads of problems. And Chris Wood, you know, fair play to him. He's caused us loads of issues. Kiko here now for Watford. Watford trying to commit some men forward now. I think they know that we need to win this game. Give the ball away again in midfield though, and here comes John Joe Shelby. Kayembe wins it back. Well in, Kayembe. Watford looking to hit on the counter now. Kiko on this right-hand side gets the ball into the box. Goes out for a Watford throw. Watford corner, sorry, it's Watford corner. Watford have had 4 corners so far today. Newcastle have also had 4. I mean, we've had chances. We've had Joshua King, we've had João Pedro, we've had Musa Sissoko. We've had chances to win, to get a goal. Oh. Kamara with a shot there, wide. Kayembe, sorry, my bad. Always curling wide, that shot. I don't know what to do. I just can't believe it. We just can't control the midfield. Ref! Oh my goodness. Yellow card. I mean, Dennis went down really easily there, to be fair. It's just so poor. And you know what frustrates me as well? We always go 1-0 behind. And in the last 20 minutes, we'll suddenly start to play well. We might get a goal, but it's never enough. And it's a story of every single game. And it's just so frustrating to watch. João Pedro tries to get through John Joe Shelby, who's had a cracking game. St. Maximin on the left now. Here he goes. And here goes João Pedro on the counter. Watford trying to create something. Dennis, Pedro. They play a 1-2. Sissoko comes forward. Don't shoot. Don't shoot, Sissoko. Kayembe. Now with Kamara. Kamara whips the ball in. Out on the right, Dennis in the box with Kiko. Whips a cross in. Headed clear. Sorry, I keep buffering. It's so frustrating to watch. John Joe Shelby picks it up now in midfield. And I've lost my feed. I've now lost my feed. I've got no clue what's going on once again. I do apologise. Joshua King in the box now. I'm sorry, guys. My feed keeps buffering. I don't know what else to do. Let me just try and find another solution to this. Very frustrating to watch. We always start to play well in this last 15-minute period as well. It's just, I find it absolutely baffling. I've got another feed. I'm a bit further behind, but this one seems a lot better. So I'll stick with this. I'm on 72 minutes now. If you are interested, I'm on 72 minutes. So Kamara whips it in. Joshua King. Oh my goodness. I mean, let me know in chat who your player of the match would be so far for Watford. For me, it'd probably be Hassan Kamara. I think Hassan Kamara's had a really good game. Kayembe has looked a bit shaky. He has won the ball back in some good areas. Samir has looked good. He looks fast. Is he the answer to our prayers? I don't know if he is. So yeah, we've looked okay. We've not even been that bad, really. I've seen us play a lot worse than this. St. Maximin trying to take on Kiko Femenir here. Cuts back inside, looking to get a cross back into the box as per usual. And Newcastle go all the way back to Martin Dubravka. And basically, Newcastle now are just playing a game of keep ball. If they keep the ball now till full time, they've won the game. And, you know, Watford are just hoping they make a mistake and we can hit them on the counter attack. So I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I'd say Kamara, Patrick. As I said, I think he's been fantastic. Tom Cleverley's coming on for Watford. Looks like Kayembe's got a bit of cramp here. It's a very, very interesting stat, Patrick, actually. I mean, that is giving me a lot more confidence already. So thank you for that. Yeah, very, very interesting stat there by Patrick. Newcastle have conceded the most goals in the last 15 minutes this season with 10 goals. So hopefully that is a good omen for Watford, Patrick. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But yes, Kieran Trippier here with a throw in for Newcastle. And he's been great. You know, he's been great. He's done his job. He's whipped balls into the box. And ultimately, Chris Wood's been a nuisance. So, you know, Kieran Trippier, Chris Wood, two new signings for Newcastle. Both have been a threat in this game, and fair play. They've gone out, they've brought the players they needed, and they've done the job. And Newcastle will really want to hold on to this. Like, they will be desperate because they've only won one game this whole season. So yeah, Newcastle will be desperate for this win. And ultimately, you know, they've had more desire than Watford. You know, we have all these player interviews in the week. João Pedro comes out, Kamara comes out, Samir comes out, Ranieri comes out. We're going to win this game, blah, 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 blah. And actually, when it comes to the time to play the game, you know, to play the game on the pitch, they bottle it. Every time they bottle it. And each week they'll come out with a different interview. We're going to win this week. We've trained well. The new signings are here. We're going to win the game. And then we bottle it again. We are on the attack here, so just bear with me for a second. Oh, Dennis trying to slip in. Looked like Musa Sissoko running forward there. But Newcastle themselves are now on the counter-attack. Fabian Schär coming all the way forward from centre-back. St Maximin running all the way through the Watford defence. St Maximin there nearly scoring a second goal for Newcastle, being allowed to run through the whole Watford defence. And here comes Edu Kayembe. Bubble edits, absolutely. I mean, hopefully we can have something similar to that Everton comeback. Owen says we scored 2 in stoppage time against Manchester United, of course. So to be fair, we have scored some late goals this season. So hopefully you guys bringing me this positivity will have some sort of telepathic impact on the players. Fingers crossed anyway. I don't know if that's a real thing, but maybe it is. Who knows? Have another swig of my Evian vodka. Wink, wink. It's water. It's water. It's water. Here come Watford. Kiko through to Dennis on this right-hand side. Take another shot of vodka, James, for good luck. It's all right. I've had enough water for now, Jesus. maybe in the last 5 minutes or so. And yeah, Patrick, you are right. I mean, was it Sarr who scored against Newcastle last? We do have a corner here. Looks like Kayembe is going to take it. Whipped in. Kiko had a shot that looked like it was going in, but Newcastle defended it well. Back with Martin Dubravka. And this is crunch time now for Watford. Really, 10 minutes left of this game, and yeah, you know, Newcastle quite obviously are now starting to time waste the goalkeeper with a bit of time waste in there. 10 minutes to go. And here comes St Maximin down this right-hand side. He cuts in. Kiko Feminir trying to hold him off, but he can't do it for too long. Back with Jonjo Shelvey, who has a pot shot from the outside of the box. Always going over, but very, very threatening there from Jonjo Shelvey and firing over. And he's back with a Watford goal kick. I mean, for me, Jesus, we've just got to forget the game plan now. You know, Newcastle had a clear blooming game plan, and it was get the ball to Trippier or get the ball to St Maximin and basically cross it into the box for either Joe Linton or Chris Wood to get ahead on it and cause the Watford defence some issues. They had a clear game plan. They scored through St Maximin. It worked. Well, Watford don't have a game plan at all, it seems. We just faff about with the ball at the back, give it away in midfield, and Newcastle hit us on the counter-attack. And I think we got to forget about any game plan we had, put on basically as many attackers as we can, and just go for the goal. I'd rather lose 2-1 than 1-0. I want to give it a good go. I want to give this game a go. You know, Newcastle are clear relegation rivals, and this has been an abysmal performance. It's been absolutely atrocious. And that's my rant over. I do apologise. That's my rant over. You know, I really fear for our Premier League status if this is the best performance our Watford team is capable of against Newcastle. I don't see how we can stay up. We're dreadful. I mean, can someone update me on the Norwich game? Have Everton come back into it, or are Norwich, you know, holding on to their lead? Because I'm lost. I don't know what to think anymore. The team's just full of a randomly, you know, we've just got such a random selection of players. We've got Samir, Kamara, Foster. You know, it's just, there's no clear philosophy at the club of how we want to play. Every 6 months, there's a new manager. You know, every 6 months, we bring in 8 new players. It's crazy. I'm going to have to make a video on this soon. You know, Currently 2-1 to the Canaries. Thank you, Owen. Thank you. Hopefully Everton can come back and nick a draw in that game, but you know, we can't be we can't be hoping other teams drop points. We have to win the games we've got ourselves, and you know, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, and you know, we've got Burnley on Tuesday. That's going to be really tough. I'm not going to be doing a watch along for that, by the way. I thought I'd suffer on my own for that game instead, which might be the wrong decision to make. And then we've got Norwich on Friday. So, yeah, I mean, this is it. This is crunch time. We've been discussing it all week. The players have been discussing it. 85 minutes gone here at St James's Park. We just don't look. We look shit, basically. We look shit. Ball out to Kamara, but the Newcastle player gets in before him, and they're now on the attack. More desire. They just have more desire to win the game. That's ultimately what's won them the game. Basically, Chris Wood, Kieran Trippier, and having blooming desire has won them this game. I just can't believe it. I'm just fed up with this whole Watford team. I'm fed up with the club. I'm fed up of recruitment. You know, I could do a 2-hour, 3-hour, 4-hour video just sitting here talking about every mistake the Popsos have made. Is Ranieri the right appointment? I'd say he is the right appointment, but has he been given the tools to manage this Watford team? I don't think he has. You know, Samir, Kayembe and Kamara, is that enough to stay in the Premier League? I don't think it is. I don't think that's enough to stay in the Premier League. St Maximin today, you know, watching him, he's been class. Kieran Trippier has been class. Chris Wood is a very one-dimensional player, but he's done the job that's been asked of him. And these Watford players, regardless of what manager they're under, regardless of what system they play in, they just look lost. And it looks like they aren't even professional footballers at times. But here we go. I have to still commentate on this game, unfortunately. There isn't long left, though. There's 4 minutes left in this game. I presume there won't be too much added time, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, if that. Newcastle, again, looking to go on the attack. Watford win the header. Cucho on this right-hand side. Here we go. Musa Sissoko drives forward. Gets the ball in. Dubravka claims very easily. Too easy for Dubravka there. Come on, Watford. Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy. So Dennis now on this left-hand side. Watford still 1-0 down against Newcastle. Craig Cathcart. Kiko. Kiko crosses. Yes! Come on! João Pedro, come on! Come on! Oh, my God. He's saved us. João Pedro has saved the day. Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh, thank God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. João Pedro has saved the day for Watford. Kiko Femenir. Oh, what a cross. And that's what you get with Kiko. Fantastic cross. Oh, come on. Come on. That is superb from João Pedro. Come on. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Oh, I just feel so much relief. Ranieri's loving it. Ranieri's absolutely loving it. I can't believe it. I'm delighted. Sue! Come on. He's Brazilian. He only costs 3 million, and we think he's fucking brilliant. João Pedro. Come on. I'm happy with that. Really happy with that. Big goal, and really happy for the Watford fans that travelled up north as well. Eddie Howe is not happy at all. That is what we like to see. The Newcastle fans, very, very sad. That makes James very, very happy. Come on. Delighted. Absolutely delighted with that. Please subscribe as well if you haven't already. It'd be much appreciated. Newcastle fans now starting to leave the game. We have to be careful though. You know, we have to hold on. I said I would take the draw. Can we go and get the win now? Can we go and get the win? Craig Cathcart boots the ball up the pitch. And Watford now pressing really, really high. And whatever this change of system was that Ranieri's done, the substitutions that he's made, they seem to have just about worked. Now I'm happy, James. I am happy, Jesus. Take a shot of vodka. Thanks for... Stay hydrated, guys. Stay hydrated. Thank you. Oh, brilliant. Great header by Pedro. Similar header to the header Dennis had away at Norwich. If you remember Norwich away, very, very similar to that. Kiko Femelier with the cross. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I knew João Pedro would have a good game today. I just knew it. I had a feeling. And here we go. Watford on the attack now. Joshua King coming forward. João Pedro on the left again. João Pedro, still João Pedro. He shoots. Oh, deflected. Goes behind for a Watford corner. Come on. Come on. João Pedro's been brilliant. Absolutely superb. Really happy with him. Oh, nice, Patrick. What you've got? Keep us updated. What takeaway you got? Very, very nice. I've got pizza this evening. Got pizza. So after this game, I'll go and grab my pizza. But at the moment, we're still in the game. Watford corner whipped in. Dubravka comes out. Ah, that's so annoying. Come on. Come on. Not long left to go now. We just need to hold on to this. Our referee's blown up for a Watford free kick. Chris Wood fouling Emmanuel Dennis. Fouling Samir, sorry. Oh, that's a clear foul. That's a clear foul. He had his shoulders up. And that's it. Just waste time now. Just waste time. You know, no need to rush whatsoever. Take your time. The Watford fans look great up there. Yes, you know, it would have been nice to see a win. But João Pedro, our star boy, our Brazilian wonder kid, has done it again. Superb. Absolutely fantastic. I'm very, very happy. And Patrick makes a good point. What is the score at Norwich? Obviously, Norwich were winning 2-1 last time we was updated. So if someone could update us on the score at Norwich, that'd be much appreciated. I believe Watford will still be out of the relegation zone with this result. I think we'll still be 17th. But Norwich do get ever closer to us if they do win their game. And there's just about a minute and a half here left at Watford. Out to Cucho Hernandez on this right-hand side. Is he going to try and attack? We do. João Pedro flicks it. Musa Sissoko spreads it out left. Ball's whipped into the box. Cucho. Joshua King. Oh. And the move ends with a Newcastle goal kick. Norwich 90 plus 4. 2-1 Norwich. That's a shame, but we can only do what we have to do. You know, we can only control our own destiny. At the moment, Watford are controlling our destiny. I would have taken a draw. Would I be happy with the draw? I'm still not really happy with the draw now. But given the circumstances of the game, you know, I will take this draw 100%. Of course. you know, the game might have even finished now. I'm about a minute behind, so the game might be over. But yeah, we've got 30 seconds left here at Watford. Looks like we're just going to play keep ball now. I don't think we should really be committing ourselves too much forward. João Pedro takes it to the corner. Watford throw. Come on, Watford. Come on. So it should be time now. It should be, you know, we're 90 plus 4 now. It should be time. Come on, ref. Just blow the whistle. Yes. Come on. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. 1-1. It finishes at St James's Park. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat before we head off. But yeah, really happy with that. Given the circumstances, of course, I'd much rather get the win. But Newcastle looked very, very good. We really struggled to deal with St Maximin, Joe Linton, John Joe Shelby, and Chris Wood. Those were their 4 key players for Newcastle. Performed very, very well today. We really struggled to deal with Chris Wood. I would take the draw, absolutely. You know, going into Burnley now, that is a must-win. You know, we've drawn this game. We now need to win Burnley. We now need to win against Norwich. We can't really afford to slip up anywhere else. So yeah, very, very happy with that. Great goal by João. Really happy for him. His second Premier League goal of the season. Please subscribe to the channel, of course. We'll be back on Monday for a Burnley live match preview, as long as the game goes ahead, of course. We'll have a Burnley fan back on. So that'd be great to speak to a Burnley fan about how they've been getting on, how they've been affected by COVID, the postponements, etc. So that'll be on Monday, probably at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in that, please tune in on Monday, of course, back here on the Watford Way. Please keep up to date with us on social media as well. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We'll keep you up to date with all the latest Watford transfer news and the goings on around the club as well. And yeah, very, very excited. Very looking forward to the games. Very much looking forward to the games coming up. Burnley and Norwich. Happy with the draw. Would have preferred the win. Happy for João. We move on. Newcastle won. Watford won. Thank you for watching. Really do appreciate it. And I'll catch you for another stream or video very, very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.